washing up time. And that is not really the point of the video, to be honest. It's just that I decided to turn the video on because I'm going to tell you something in a minute. But first, I thought I'll fucking do the washing up. That way I don't have to do it later. I can't think of a single solitary person on planet Earth that likes to do washing up. I think everybody fucking hates it, but it's got to be done, isn't it? Anyway, what I wanted to talk about. So like I lost all that weight, 35 kilos, give or take a kilo or two. And but with it I lost a lot of strength and muscle mass. And I felt extremely like weak and no energy. Especially when I started training. Fucking hell. Fucking Aqualandia. Especially when I started training, because all of a sudden, man, actually my body was doing loads of stuff that it weren't doing. Because by the way, I lost all this weight practically just sitting down doing nothing. Just eating a massive deficit every day. So between like 500 and 800 calories. And if you do that, you can sit down and do nothing and lose weight. But it comes at a cost, really. Because, like I said, you lose weight, which is great, but then you lose muscle mass and you just become super weak. And my energy levels were really low and shit. And anyway, started up in my calories, which was difficult initially. It was hard to get any food into me at all. I mean, I'd eat like 2 bites of whatever and I'd be full. And not only I'd be full, I'd feel sick. Because I'd eaten so little for so long that it was just really hard to get food down. So I just started drinking tons of protein shakes. I mean tons, like probably 3 or 4 a day, but adding to each one 600 mils of milk. So that's like 2.5 litres of milk a day, 4 pints every day, which I've cut down now. But initially, to get those calories in, that's what I was doing. And then, after about like a week of doing that, my hunger, actually not even a week, after like 3 or 4 days of doing that, my hunger started to become like bigger, especially because I work out every day in the house, and then at the moment 2 times a week at the gym, and then the rest of the week here in the house. Obviously I have a day off, sometimes 2 since I've been doing it, but for the most part I'm working out every day at home, and then 2 times a week at the gym, although those 2 times at the gym are with a personal trainer, and I'm going to be bumping up the gym sessions to 5 times a week, hopefully, and then doing the extra day in the house, and maybe even training on some occasions twice a day, so a bit in the house and then at the gym. And I mean, I know that might sound like a lot to some people. There's lots of different views on how much you should train, and I think it's personal to each person. Mike Mensa would tell you to train, you know, I don't know, what was it, twice a week or 3 times a week, and then literally he would do his set sometimes in like half an hour and be finished and gone. And his theory is doing 1 set to failure. But for me, keeping up if I did just 1 set a week or 2 sets a week to failure, I'd probably give up after some point, because I just don't have that mental dexterity to leave something so long. So in order for me to keep something up, I have to be doing it constantly, pretty much. To the point that it's almost unhuman, I guess. Or not unhuman, but it gets to the point where it's like a bit obsessive, do you know what I mean? But the reason for that, excuse me if you can't see me, I'm just throwing stuff in the bin, but the reason for that is because, for me personally, that's how I get things done. Especially things that are long-winded. And for what I want to achieve with my physique is going to be long-winded. You're looking at, a few years at least to get to the point where I want to be. And then you've got to maintain that for the rest of your life. So, yeah, for me personally, the idea of going to the gym almost every day is, for me, the best way to achieve what I want to achieve. Because I keep on top of things. I don't let like a couple of days go by, 2 or 3 days where I'm not doing anything, and sort of all this desire sort of like goes from your brain. Again, it's just a personal thing to me. That's how my brain works. If I don't keep it entertained, mate, it will soon find something else to entertain itself with. And as soon as it finds itself something else to entertain itself with, it will hyper-fucking-focus on that thing. And then the other thing that you were hyper-focused on before has gone out the window. And I think they call that ADHD. But, yeah, so for me, positive, going to the gym and working out almost every day. Some people say that might be too much, especially initially because I'm a noob, but in actual fact, the body's quite resilient, I've found, and it will get used to certain situations pretty quickly. I mean, you imagine losing 35 kilos in 4 months. I should probably get a microphone if I'm going to do videos. But, yeah, like imagine losing 35 kilos in 4 months. It's a lot of weight to lose. And to be honest with you, I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Anyhow, the point of the video is that as soon as I've done this washing up, I'm going to show you something, which I said before, which is in regards to this journey that I'm on. And hopefully it will be an aid, a help, a shoulder to cry on, in those really tough times when you're lifting heavy weights and you're like, I can't get that last one out. You probably know what I'm talking about by now. And so, what it is, that'll do for now. We'll do the rest after. Can't be fucked. Chopping board, a couple of bits of garlic, they can go back out into nature. There we are. And plate to clean after, that's not too bad. I can do that after my little workout session. Now, to the point of the video, yet again, is this little puppy. And it's my second day today, taking it, the fucking old creatine monohydrate. And I've still got to work out the positions. Yeah, that's it. I'm looking at the camera now, whereas before I was looking fucking, I don't know, into space. But this is what I've started to take, creatine monohydrate. I mean, I've heard really good things about it. Gives you more strength in the gym, but that's not the only thing. I guess the important thing about this, for me as well, is that it improves your cognitive abilities, especially memory and stuff like that, which is something that I could really benefit from. It's not, I wouldn't say it's too expensive to buy, actually. In actual fact, if you're from the UK, go to Home Bargains, because I think the cheapest you can find this online is about 12 quid. Home Bargains at £7.50 for 250 grams of creatine monohydrate and pure. So no other things that are weird in it, Been checking some around. So yeah, I got my 5 grams here. I had 5 grams yesterday. I think that's the dose I'm going for. Hang on, let me see if I can. I know this is weird because it's the first time ever I saw you. And I guess it's just probably a bit too close, this camera, to do what I want to do. Okay, right, there we go. Anyway, creatine monohydrate, 5 grams. I took 5 grams yesterday. I think that's the dose I'm going to stay on. I'm not going to do a loading session, which is where you take like 20 grams a day for a week to sort of like replenish or fill up your stores, your creatine stores quicker. But the end result is the same, and I'm a bit weird with trying new things. I don't like to take new things that I don't know what they are, which is kind of ironic because when I was in my 20s, you know, if somebody gave me anything to stick up my fucking nose or smoke, I'd take it and not blink once. But give me something new from the pharmacy and I'm fucking dubious, do you know what I mean? And I know this isn't from the pharmacy, but it's something new. It is a fuck knows what it is. It's a shit. What do they call this? Fuck. See, this is gonna help with my memory because my memory's absolutely fucked, man. What is it, man, that they call this type of thing? It's a fucking... Gone blank. 30 minutes later. Anyway, if I remember. Anyway, so 5 grams goes in. Boom. 5 grams has gone into there, as you can see. Not that it's relevant, that you can see what I'm doing, because after all, it's just a fucking... got the juice out, haven't I? It's just a shake, isn't it? So it's not like you need to see what I'm doing, but it's just for mainly my reference. You know, it's kind of like, this is like a video log, video diary for me, just to see my journey. And if I can inspire some people at the same time, then why not? So here we go. 250 mils I'm going to whack into here. 250. 250. Give it a little shakeroo. To be fair, I should be adding these juice, because I didn't yesterday, but I should. The macros to my NutriCheck app, because it's sugar, isn't it? Carb, sugar. I don't know if there's any fat in here, but there's definitely... why is that dripping? Not meant to be dripping. No, I don't think I've put it on properly, have I? Which doesn't help. That is, why is that not going on square? Predicament with the... That is not going on square, is it? What is going on?
A few moments later.
Actually, this one is a lot better. Wipe that off because that's gross. But yeah, as I was saying, I think I need to add the... I should really add this to the NutriCheck app. Just because every little counts, I suppose, when you're training. And it's weird because I'm a bit confused as to what I want to do. Because obviously I'm a noob. I do have a PT, personal trainer. But it's like, I've lost 35 kilos, and with it, another consequence is loose skin, right? And I don't have a lot, but there's a little bit. So it's like, right, what do you want to do now? Is it like, do I bulk up muscle? But then you're like putting on weight. I know it's not fat weight, but it's putting on weight. And for somebody that's had an issue, you know, dealing with losing weight during his life, it's fucking scary to put on weight, even if it's muscle. So it's like, what do I do? Do I fill out? Or do I cut, do I not cut, but you know, cut some more weight, as in more fat, because I'm at 22%, which is mad. I don't know how much I was when I was 110 kilos. I'm 71 kilos now. But, fuck knows, I must have been like 40% fat or something like that, or 30 odd % fat. I'm at 22 currently. And I want to get that down to about, I'd say, between 8 and 12. So there's work to do, but it's one of those. It's like, what the fuck do I do? Do I fill out with muscle, or do I lose some more fat? But I think the answer is really obvious, and as scary as it is, the idea is now to fill out with muscle, fill those spaces that are a bit loose with muscle. And then if you feel like, hang on, I'm looking a bit too big, I guess, is then when you do what they call a cut. And I don't know why I've done that, but I guess I've done that because I'm not quite sure if that's what it is referred to, but I've heard lots of people say cut, especially Sam Sulik, which is a guy that I follow and get quite a good bit of inspiration from right now. Sam Sulik, who else was there? I think that's it as far as people that I listen to sort of like on a daily basis, you know. Sam Sulik's awesome. And I get little bits of information here from, like, you know, old Mike Mentor clips and things like that. But yeah, everything helps, man, when you're doing stuff that's new. So any information is good. Anyway, I'm gonna go because this fucking video is so long. How many minutes? 16 minutes and 24 seconds, and it's not gonna be that long because I'll probably have to edit it and whatnot, but yes, I shall see you guys later, and if you want to follow me on this little journey, just fucking click-a-roo, subscribe, follow, like, send it to your mates, show your cat, your dog, and yeah, we'll go on this journey together. Peace out.